Good day, ladies and gentlemen. My name is R.DeHoyos, and I am the Joint Terrorism Task Force Supervisor. The intent of this threat assessment brief is to update you on the most current terrorist threats to the United States and provide an analysis on the potential terrorist threat. Current situation. Yesterday, we received intelligence reports announcing the Islamic State of Iraq and Shams, also known as ISIS, IS, and ISIL, its intent to attack an unspecified major American city. While the list of potential targeted cities is large, one commonality is that each of the 13 states and Washington, D.C. has a suspected active ISIS support network in each state. In addition, allies of the U.S. intelligence community have issued alerts indicating that ISIS is exploiting the Syrian refugee crisis as a means to implant ISIS operatives into surrounding countries. Contrary to an earlier Europol report mentioning there is no evidence of this occurring, Germany's domestic intelligence agency has reported ISIS militants are already present in Europe under the guise of displaced refugees. So for analysis, the Middle East-based terror group ISIS continues to pose an existential threat to the global community. This is primarily due to their support network managed through the strategic use of social media platforms, such as Twitter and other digital messaging platforms. The U.S. ranks fourth on a list of ISIS support tweets behind Iraq, Syria, and Saudi Arabia. ISIS leverages this inexpensive and largely effective method to spread their jihadist ideology and encourage homegrown radicalization. ISIS's target demographic for recruitment is specifically disenfranchised youth, whom they encourage to travel and join ISIS in either Syria or Iraq, or carry out ISIS-backed terrorist attacks wherever they are located. The George Washington University's extremist tracker states that as of August 1st, 2019, the FBI has active ISIS-related investigations in all 50 states, with at least 28 states and the District of Columbia having at least one charge in their borders. Of the 191 individuals charged with ISIS-related offenses, the vast majority are U.S. citizens or permanent residents. The U.S. has already admitted and reported 4,800 Syrian refugees into the United States. Similar to what is happening in Europe, ISIS could exploit the current Syrian refugee crisis as a means to access U.S. sanctuary cities or other major cities. This could be accomplished via the U.S.-Canada or the U.S.-Mexico border. Although strictly monitored, the U.S. Department of State reports a total of 14,500 and 17,500 humans smuggled primarily through the U.S.-Mexico border. If ISIS is successful in infiltrating the United States, they have a high likelihood of gaining traction for a terrorist attack in one of the key cities. This likelihood increases if they are able to link up with a member or cell already established in the United States from their support network. And the most dangerous scenario is that ISIS meets all the previous criteria and carries out a series of simultaneous attacks in multiple cities, similar to the attacks on September 11, 2001. Pending any questions, this is the conclusion of the brief.